Ever since he was first introduced in The Acolyte, the character of Qimir has stolen the show every time he's on screen, and in my opinion has become one of the best Star Wars villains we've gotten in recent memory. In the 5th episode, titled Night, it's revealed to both audiences and characters that Qimir is the red blade-wielding stranger who has arrived on Kofar and mercilessly slaughtered Kelnaka and the other Jedi. He quickly takes out the unnamed Jedi presence on the mission to nobody's surprise, and then he trades blows with Yord, Jeki, and Sol on and off as he attempts to punish May for her intended betrayal. Eventually, Jeki breaks the mask, shielding his identity, and Qimir's face is revealed, not too long before he kills Jeki and gains the upper hand on Sol, having May in his grasp, a split second away from death. The action was impressive to say the least, seeing the red blade strike against the many colors of the Jedi, but you'd be surprised to know that Qimir shares a small detail with the Legends fan-favorite character Mara Jade. Thanks to the episode guide revealed later from StarWars.com, we learn that Qimir uses the style of lightsaber combat called Trickata. Trickata was a form of lightsaber combat developed for taking advantage of a lightsaber's ability to be turned on and off, a unique quality in a melee weapon. Created by a Jedi counselor in the days of the Old Republic to compensate for weaknesses with using a lightsaber, it was based on quickly shutting off and then reigniting the blade, thus creating the possibility to confuse one's opponent, allowing for diversionary feints in combat. Mixed with Jar Kai, Trickata was extremely effective even against multiple opponents. However, this method was greatly frowned upon, and was almost never used by either the Sith or the Jedi. The Sith claimed that it showed weakness and demonstrated a lack of power, while the Jedi claimed that the form was unsportsmanlike. Regardless, this lightsaber form was not widely used. Philosophically, Trickata involved practical combat and deception, rather than single-minded determination or endless patience. It was rarely used by the Sith, as their power came from passion rather than practicality, and neither was it commonly used by the Jedi because of their unwillingness to rely on deception. The latter may, however, have utilized this technique on occasion, their purpose usually being to exert greater influence over the Force. Known moves of the style included Pass the Blade, where the duelist deactivates their blade as they attack, bypassing the opponent's block before igniting it into the helpless foe. The Unbalancing Block, where the duelist catches the opponent's blade with their own before momentarily deactivating it, causing the opponent to stumble and leave themselves open. And the Flash Slash, involving the activation of the duelist's blade for only a moment, allowing just enough time for the blade to reach full length while being swung, and then deactivate it again. Although this is the first time the style has been brought into combat in canon, it has been seen various times across Star Wars Legends, being wielded by Jedi Master Khao Sandarak during his fight with the Sith Lord Vidikin and his apprentice Melgus, wherein he lost his life, Jedi Master Mara Jade Skywalker, Jedi Master Corran Horn during the Yuzong Vong War, and Sith apprentice Tahiri Vela during her duel with Ben Skywalker. Not only is it fascinating to see a new style of lightsaber combat brought into canon, but I think it shows a lot about who Qimir is as a person and a warrior. One not necessarily concerned with power, but with deception. We've seen him deceive everyone throughout the first 5 episodes of the series, even his own apprentice May, and it's fitting for the characteristic to emerge in that style of fighting as well. Let me know what you thought of the episode in the comments below, and be sure to check out these videos where I talk about a major Qimir theory still possible for the series. Tomorrow, I'll be taking a bit of a break from the Acolyte to talk a little Inside Out 2 and mental health, as I'm trying to expand more beyond Star Wars, so be sure to check back tomorrow for that video. Thank you all for watching, and remember, the Force will be with you. Always.